Yasodhanandana Braja Janardana Yasodhanandana Braja Janardana Yamuna Tira Yamuna Tira Jaya Radha Madhava Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivaradha Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivaradha Yasodhanandana Braja Janardana Yasodhanandana Braja Janardana Yamuna Tira Yamuna Tira Jai Radha Madhava Radha Madhava Radhe Radhe Jai Radha Gopinatha Radha Gopinatha Radhe Radhe Jai Radha Shama Sundara Radha Shama Sundara Radhe Radhe Jai Krishna Balaram, Krishna Balaram, Krishna Balaram, Jaya Krishna Balaram. Jai Gaurani Kai, Gaurani Kai, Gaurani Kai, Jaya Gaurani Yom Visapad Pramsa Parivraj Acharya Asto Tarasatsi Simad. His Divine Grace Srila Bhai Charanaravinda Bhakti Anugraha Swami Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai. Jai Nitya Lila Pramishra Om Vishnupad Pramamsa Parivraj Acharya Asto Tarasatsi Simad. His Divine Grace Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur Goswami Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai. Ananta Koti Vaishnava Vrinda Ki Jai. Jai Shri Rup Shri Sanatan Bhatta Raghunath Shri Jiva Gopala Bhatta Dasa Raghunath Sad Goswami Swaru Ki Jai. Nam Acharya Srila Haridas Thakur Ki Jai. Prema Shri Kaho Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasadi Gaur Bhakta Vrinda Ki Jai. Sisi Radha Krishna Gopa Gopinath Shama Kunda Radha Kunda Giri Govardhan Ki Jai Shivra Jabhumi Vrindavan Dham Ki Jai Mathura Dham Ki Jai Srinavadvip Mayapur Dham Ki Jai Ganga Mai Ki Jai Yamuna Mai Ki Jai Tulsi Devi Ki Jai Bhakti Devi Ki Jai Shri Harinam Sankirtan Ki Jai Sankirtan Yagya Ki Jai Samaveda Bhaktavinda Ki Jai Nitai Gaur Premanande. All glories to the assembled devotees. All glories to the assembled devotees. All glories to the assembled devotees. All glories, Shri Guru, Shri Guru. Om Jnanatimirandasya Gyanangyana Salakaya Chaksuramilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Sri Chaitanya Manovistam Stapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamayam Dadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Shri Guru Sri Juta Padakamalam Shri Guru Vaishnavamscha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sagana Raghunatam Vitam Dam Sajivam Sadvaitam Sadvadutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padam Sahagana Lalita Shri Visakambitam Shah He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dinabandhu Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namustate Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaliswari Visabhano Sute Devi Pranamami Hari Priye Vanchakalpatarubhyascha Kripa Sindhubhya Evacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. 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 So we continue reading from the Bhagavad Gita as it is, and we are in the introduction part, page number 8. This is the last paragraph. Right in the bottom it says Isvara. Okay? So we continue reading, and this is a long, so many pages. How many pages? 30 pages? Huh? 30.
I gave you 2 pages.
What?
I gave you 2 pages.
You only gave me 2 pages. Okay. Actually, this Bhagavad Gita, the first one that was written by Srila Prabhupada while he was in India before coming to America during his Grihastha ashram life. His wife somehow exchanged the manuscripts of the Bhagavad Gita for some chai or tea biscuits, you know, because in those days, or even today, they don't take tea without some biscuits. What do you call this, you know, very rough? Huh? Rusk? Rusk. They still have that, right? Sometimes we've seen people in Vrindavan, they feed to the dogs. So, yes. So he gave an ultimatum to his wife, tea or me? And of course, the wife chose the tea instead of Prabhupada. So Prabhupada left, and he had a dream of his Guru Maharaj to take sannyas. And also his god brother persuaded him to take sannyas. Bhakti Anugraha Maharaj. And then, when he came to America, he was also translating and giving his purports. But the second time, he was stolen in his apartment. The thief actually is the janitor, because he was the one who says that, oh, he must have came from there. It's like a ceiling is broken. Typewriter and also his manuscripts again, the Bhagavad Gita was stolen twice. So now what we have is the third attempt. And even the Macmillan Company, they agreed to publish his Bhagavad Gita as it is. The abridged edition means shortened. They cut some of his purports. But this is the unabridged. Unabridged means the complete. And then some of his editors, they, after becoming familiar with Srila Prabhupada's teachings, so one time he asked Prabhupada, one of his editors, what are you doing with my books? Then he mentions like, we're trying to put it in such a way to the closest as how you would intend it to be. Because sometimes when he was dictating this, or the dictaphone, he was using a dictaphone. They're not so familiar with the philosophy, and therefore they misheard or misunderstood some of this Sanskrit. And therefore we have this edition now. And hopefully they will not change anymore in the future. So page number 8, where it started, Isvara, right in the bottom. If you are with me?
Yeah.
Okay. Isvara, the Supreme Lord, Jiva, the living entity, Prakriti, nature, Kala, eternal time, and Karma, activity, are all explained in the Bhagavad Gita. Out of these 5, the Lord, the living entities, material nature, and time are eternal. The manifestation of Prakriti may be temporary, but it is not false. Some philosophers say that the manifestation of material nature is false. But according to the philosophy of Bhagavad Gita, or according to the philosophy of the Vaishnavas, this is not so. The manifestation of the world is not accepted as false. It is accepted as real, but temporary. It is likened unto a cloud which moves across the sky, or the coming of the rainy season, which nourishes grains. As soon as the rainy season is over, And as soon as the cloud goes away, all the crops which were nourished by the rain dry up. Similarly, this material manifestation takes place at a certain interval, stays for a while, and then disappears. Such are the workings of Prakriti. But this cycle is working eternally. Therefore, Prakriti is eternal. It is not false. The Lord refers to this as my Prakriti, Mama Maya. This material nature is the separated energy of the Supreme Lord, and similarly, the living entities are also the energy of the Supreme Lord, although they are not separated but eternally related. So the Lord, the living entity, material nature, and time are all interrelated and are all eternal. However, the other item, karma, is not eternal. The effects of karma may be very old indeed. We are suffering or enjoying the results of our activities from time immemorial, but we can change the results of our karma or our activity, and this change depends on the perfection of our knowledge. We are engaged in various activities, undoubtedly. We do not know what sort of activities we should adopt to gain relief from the actions and reactions of all these activities. But this is also explained in the Bhagavad Gita. So yes, these 5 main topics of the Bhagavad Gita now are being introduced. And specifically here says that karma is not eternal. Out of the 5 major topics, Isvara, Jiva, Kala, Prakriti, and Karma. All of them, the 4 are eternal, but karma, even though it is also real, it's happening, it will happen, it happened. There is also a certain time when one can stop the reactions of one's material activities, when one focus or repose his activities for the pleasure of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. The reason why we are suffering, Prabhupada says, is because of ignorance. We are not in knowledge. Knowledge means applying what we've learned. So people, out of ignorance, they create more and more future lives based on their activities and the reactions, whether they have to suffer or enjoy from what they have performed. And some of them, the results are still not fructifying. It is there, but somehow it's not sprouting yet. It's like a seedling form. It's like a seed. When you plant the seed, it's covered by earth. You don't know it's there. So some of these reactions are inside us and still not. It will fructify. It will come at a certain time. Karma is very intricate. We don't know when are we going to get the result of our actions for fruitive desires to enjoy the material energy. Some reactions come very fast. Some reactions take some time. And the seedlings also will produce more. It's like a seed. You will grow. Then you will have stem and branches and leaves, and then you'll have fruits. And somehow this can be mitigated, it can be stopped with the process of execution of devotional service. So everything is interrelated here. Isvara, the Supreme Lord, He's the creator of everyone. The jivas, fragmental parts and parcels of the Supreme Lord. Minute living beings. They are the maintained, they are the enjoyed, and Krishna is the creator and He is the supreme enjoyer. Jivas can also enjoy only when they please the Supreme Personality of Godhead, so it's related. Without pleasing the Supreme Lord, the jiva cannot enjoy or cannot be happy. Isvara is eternal. Similarly, the creation, jiva, and the prakriti, nature. This is the field of our activities, this prakriti where we are right now. This is where we perform our activities based from that desire. It's like the other day when Sarvabhauma Prabhu was giving the class. This material world, this prakriti, is not false. It is real also, but it is temporary. And also temporary at the same time, it is also eternal. Because there's a certain time there is a dissolution, partial dissolution. It's like when Lord Brahma will sleep at night, he'll be in yoga nidra, then everything will be suspended. And then when he wakes up, everything comes into being again. Momentarily, for him. Yes, 12 hours day and 12 hours night. And it says Lord Brahma now is in his 50 years old. So Lord Brahma is 100 years old. So after that 100 years old, there is also dissolution. But that is not again, that is only partial again. But then there is another one when Lord Vishnu, Mahavishnu, will inhale that all the universes goes inside his body. And then when he exhales, then all of the universes will come out from the pores of his skin. That is the creation. So, yes, Prakriti, this material energy is divine. Daivim Prakriti, because it's also coming from Lord Krishna. As we've heard also, Maya also is an expansion from the Yoga Maya potency of the Supreme Lord. Everything is originating from this spiritual world. Whatever we see here in this material world, also present in the spiritual world, but the perverted reflection of what we see here. So this is Prakriti. And Kala is eternal. You cannot stop time unless you run out of battery with this. But still, that doesn't mean that time stops. Time still, it's a cycle. 4 yugas, Kali Yuga, Dwapara Yuga, Treta Yuga, Satya Yuga, then Kali Yuga again. But after Kali Yuga, what happens? It'll be Satya Yuga again. That's how it goes. Yeah. So which one is first? Satya Yuga. Satya Yuga is first. But see, people thinking that yes, time is, there is a saying, you cannot, time and tide waits for no one, because it is eternal. You cannot wait. When you're due course to receive what you're supposed to receive, you will receive it. So patience is a great virtue. Devotees are patient. They know that this is the element. Time is also time. I am the destroyer of everything. This is the representation of Krishna, the impersonal representation of Krishna. We don't see time, but we can see also. We feel more time than seeing time. We see, oh yeah, okay, it's 5:54. Okay, the next time will be 5:55. But still, time is practically like invisible. But we're all searching for more time. We don't have time. Sometimes, when you go distribute books, I don't have time. No time for spiritual things, but a lot of time for material activities. Huh? So time is also eternal. No one can stop time. All of those, Isvara, Jiva, Prakriti, and Kala, but Karma is also creation of the Supreme Lord, part of that being in the material world. In the spiritual world, there is no karma, but there is also what you call Krishna karma. What is Krishna karma? Krishna karma means you perform activities. This is what you call pious activities. Srila Prabhupada would use pious activities in two ways. One is pious activities means performing some welfare activities, like building hospitals, or feeding the poor, or giving shelter to the homeless. But this is not the real pious activities, because the utmost, it says that if one performs 100 lifetimes of pious activities, then one can also attain the position of Lord Brahma. But then again, it says that the cowherd boys, they also have accumulated lifetimes, many lifetimes of pious activities, punya, krita punya punja. But those pious activities means real, as Prabhupada translated from the Nectar of Devotion, Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu. The highest social welfare activities is Krishna consciousness. When you give Krishna consciousness to others, highest social welfare activities, spreading Krishna consciousness. So that this is real pious activities when one performs bhakti. So only after accumulating hips and hips, that means lifetimes after lifetimes of pious activities, performing bhakti yoga, then one can come to purification, pure state, the Brahma Bhuta platform. So yes, that's karma. For every action that we perform, there is a reaction. So all of this says here, manifestation of this world is not accepted as false. It is real. It is real, but it is temporary. Prabhupada gave an example, it's like rain clouds, they come and go. Like seasons. Winter, spring, summer and fall. It's like now it is winter in Vrindavan. Very soon, like 15th of January, is what? Makar Sankranti, right? Supposed to be the first day of spring, isn't it? Not really. Not really. But this is when the sun starts to go to the north. Huh? Yes. This is the time when Bhishmadev left his body. Passing away of Lord's pure devotee, Bhishma. So, it comes and go, like winter, the seasons. such as the workings of the Prakriti. But it is there, it is eternal. But then it says here, however, the other item, karma, is not eternal. Because when one performs bhakti, then that's the time that the karma slows down. And ultimately, it'll be burnt into the root. Of course, bhakti also can be executed in the mode of ignorance, or in the mode of passion, in the mode of goodness. But we want Suddha Bhakti, pure devotional service. Then it will ultimately stop the reactions of one's karma. The effects of karma will not be there anymore. It says, we suffer due to performance of sinful activities, and sinful activities are being performed due to ignorance. So we have to clear our ignorance by sharpening our knowledge, our intelligence, and applying the teachings of the Bhagavad Gita. So karma ultimately will be stopped. The position of Isvara, the Supreme Lord, is that of supreme consciousness. In the early days, Prabhupada's giving a class, dovetailing our consciousness to the supreme consciousness. We are individual souls, we are unique. We have this consciousness, which is the sign of the soul. Consciousness means your identification. Again, it's ego. It is connected, the ego to the consciousness. If you think of somebody else, imitating somebody else, then your consciousness will be on just that kind of personality. But if you understand that you are not the body, you're a spirit soul, you're a servant of the Supreme Lord, so your identity as being a servant, then your consciousness will be always with Krishna, always trying to serve Him. The jivas, or the living entities, being parts and parcels of the Supreme Lord, are also conscious. Both the living entity and material nature are explained as Prakriti, the energy of the Supreme Lord, but one of the two, the jiva, is conscious. So both are Prakriti, means energy. One is superior and one is inferior. The jiva is superior to the material energy, because we are conscious. And this material energy, we are also, our body is made of material energy. Bhumir apo nalo bayo kamano budir evacha ahankara iti bina prakriti astida. This also, this table, this is also made of those. But the difference is that the coverings of the material energy is that the soul is being covered. There is a living entity, jiva, within this material body, being encaged, being trapped. As we were listening to the class, Srila Prabhupada also, that the living entity is Sarvagata. Sarvagata. Sarvagata means he can go anywhere he wish, but he cannot do it. Why? Because he is encaged. Unlike the yogis, some of the yogis who have perfected their performance of yogic feats, that they can choose any planets they wish to go. They can choose also any time they wish to go. But who can do that nowadays? It's like there was a yogi who they tested him. They put him inside a closed room and they said, we want this anar, pomegranate, in Afghanistan. So they put him inside, but somehow or other, when they opened the door, the anar is there, the pomegranate from Afghanistan. He was able to, I don't know how it was done, some mystic power, yogic power. He was able to go there and then come back. And so, but right now we are engaged, and seemingly we are under the grips of this material energy, this Maya, Mahamaya, because we are not able to distinguish between the body and the soul. We still identify with the body as the self. And Prabhupada will hammer again and again, you're not this body. Practically in every lecture that he will give, you're not this body. How many times do we have to learn this thing? We cannot even go beyond this. We're not the body. But when we say you're not the body, means also get out of the mental platform. That is the problem. The mind, the mental platform. Thinking that you are the body. The thinking is the mind, who is also material. So we have to go beyond the mind. We have to use our intelligence, sharpen our knowledge, and then we'll come to the ego platform that we are servants of the Supreme Lord. This is consciousness. That's why we especially in human platform, how we can really be able to understand the other living entities who are in the lower species of life. It's not possible for them to understand what is consciousness, who's God, what is the purpose of life. Therefore, the Jiva Prakriti is called superior because Jiva has consciousness which is similar to the Lord's. Yes, we are small sample of the Supreme Lord. We're just like a drop in an ocean. An ocean is big, unlimited, but then a drop also has the same quality as the ocean. And if you put the drop back to the ocean, that drop did not become the whole ocean. It still has that molecule of being a drop. So there's no way that we can become supreme conscious. We're conscious, yes, but the Lord is supreme consciousness. The Lord's is supreme consciousness, however, and one should not claim that the Jiva, the living entity, is also supremely conscious. But supremely conscious means you know everything. You know everything, what's going on. You know what's going on, who's chanting in the temple room? Maybe you know. Maybe there's a schedule. That is supreme conscious means. You know every nook and corner of the creation, both the spiritual and material world. The spiritual master is supposed to be also very supremely conscious, but not in the same level. It's like, you say so that Guru is supposed to be all-knowing also, but not really like the Supreme Lord being all-knowing. So one reporter asked Prabhupada, Is it true that the spiritual master knows everything? Yes. Yeah, how many windows there are in the Empire State Building? So in those days, the Empire State Building is the tallest building in the world. But no, that's not what it means. Prabhupada says. It says the Guru is all-knowing because whatever Krishna wanted him to know, he will know. And one time there was a devotee who left, and Prabhupada did not know. So Prabhupada asked, "Where is this devotee? What did he do?" Well, he did this, he did that. One of his disciples says, "Oh," Prabhupada says, "why you did not tell me?" And then the disciple says, "Oh, Prabhupada, we thought you know. You know everything." Says, "The Guru doesn't know everything. Whatever Krishna wanted him need to know." He said, "If you had told me, I could have saved him from leaving." So that is the difference. So Krishna knows past, present, and future. He is supreme conscious as a Paramatma within everyone's heart. He knows past, present, and future. Somehow he doesn't interfere. He knows that, whether we'll be in danger, and he knows whether if we're going to fall into Maya. He knows, but then he will give us an indication, some warning. And if we are sharp enough, then we will be saved. The living being cannot be supremely conscious at any stage of his perfection. And the theory that he can be so is misleading theory. Conscious he may be, but he is not perfectly or supremely conscious. The distinction between the Jiva and the Isvara will be explained in the 13th chapter of Bhagavad Gita. This is one of the most difficult chapter, 13th chapter. The Lord is Setragya, conscious, as is the living being. But the living being is conscious of his particular body, whereas the Lord is conscious of all bodies. It's like Prabhupada says, if you have a toothache, I cannot feel the pain, but I can see. And you may be able to hide the pain. So, but the Lord knows that you're having a toothache. He knows everyone's feelings. Prabhupada is like that also. Pure devotees, somehow, they have this, seemingly that they also all-knowing, up to a certain extent. Because he lives in the heart of every living being, he is conscious of the psychic movements of the particular jivas. We should not forget this. It is also explained that the Paramatma, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, is living in everyone's heart as Isvara, as the controller, and that he is giving directions for the living entity to act as he desires. You see, he is giving directions for the living entity to act as he desires. Where can you find a personality like that? He's giving you all the freedom to do as you desire. But then we desire different things contrary to his desires. That makes us, or put us into troubles. The living entity forgets what to do. This is the difference between Krishna and us also. Because Krishna's body is eternal, doesn't change, remains as it is, And because our body changes from time to time, then therefore we become forgetful. We cannot even remember things that we've done a few weeks ago. First of all, he makes a determination to act in a certain way, and then he is entangled in the actions and reactions of his own karma. Yeah, just like a dog coming to your kitchen and trying to eat your prasadam. And then the dog, of course, other dogs are trained up. Most of them, they are not. So they will come, and then you will have a stick. Show the stick, then the dog will go away. But after some time, the dog, he will forget that. The dog will come back again and try to grab your food. So we're like that. We're always forgetful. That's why in the Association of Devotees, will always remind us about Krishna, about the purpose. Being alone is very difficult. Very difficult. Of course, the pure devotee is never alone. He's always with Krishna. But for the conditioned soul, being alone means it is only that person and his mind. Again, he becomes entangled in the actions and reactions of his own karma. After giving up one type of body, he enters another type of body, as we take off and put on clothes. As the soul thus migrates, he suffers the actions and reactions of his past activities. That's why people will say, "Oh, what's happening? Why is this happening to me? I didn't do anything wrong. I am being very good as much as I can. I never thought of anything or recollect anything that I've done in the past, which is like contrary to the principles of Dharma. Why am I suffering?" That's why there is this article. Why do bad things happen to good people? Because they can't remember. Changing from different forms of species of life, birth after birth. How can we remember that? And Prabhupada says, if we are able to remember what we were before, we'll go mad. It's abominable. These activities can be changed when the living being is in the mode of goodness, insanity. Insanity, not insanity. It can be like insanity, both together, the words, that means crazy, or insanity means sober. And understands what sort of activities he should adopt. Prabhupada says, at least we should come to the mode of goodness. Most of the times we're in the Tamagun and Rajagun. But when one starts to follow, especially the process of sadhana bhakti, Vaidhi sadhana bhakti, at least it comes to the platform of goodness. And then that is the stepping stone towards pure goodness, Suddha Sattva. If he does so, then all the actions and reactions of his past activities can be changed. Consequently, karma is not eternal. Therefore, we stated that of the five elements, Isvara, Jiva, Prakriti, time, and karma, four are eternal, whereas karma is not eternal. This is where we stop. Hare Krishna. Is there any other points or comments? Very interesting. There is this. You should hear this. Prabhupada's giving this lecture. Actually, this introduction of the Bhagavad Gita. You have this Prabhupada box. Huh? It is there. Introduction to Bhagavad Gita. How many times I've read this or heard this, Prabhupada? We should hear this practically every day.
So he speaks same?
Oh yeah, exactly the same. You don't have this box?
I don't.
It's available. I can give you. If you have this. You know,
Pen drive.
not pen drive. Pen drive also. We can put it there for you. Memory card. You can put it in your cell phone, or you can buy this from the Amazon.in. You know, this small box also, like you can put that, and it's like my constant companion. It's like, you know, that's it. You should have this. All of Prabhupada's lectures, conversations, interviews, bhajans, kirtans, over 2,000 different lectures and so on. But this is, even if you hear this every day, you will not grow old with this. It's amazing. Any other points in this? Yes, sir.
You mentioned in the class that bhakti in a mode of ignorance, passion,
And goodness.
I would like to do just a little bit more.
Okay. Well, one may do bhakti in the mode. He thinks that he's doing bhakti, but bhakti is pure. That means when Prabhupada says bhakti or devotional service, that means pure. So, let's say you're a pujari and you're supposed to go to the altar, and it's getting late, and you did not take a bath, but you have to do the artik. No one is there to do the artik, but you are the one who's supposed to do the artik. And you went to the bathroom and you did not have time to take a shower, and it's 6 o'clock, arti time, or 6:30, go to artik time. You put on tilak, change new clothes, but you did not take a bath. So what's that mean? That's a mode of ignorance, isn't it? Or the mode of passion means haphazardly. You know, you want to quickly do what needs to be done, but then many mistakes are happening at the same time. Or you may commit some aparad towards others while executing your so-called offerings to the Lord. Then that is also not proper. Yeah. You may be, you know, like, hey, I'm doing really nice service, but then I criticize many devotees. So is that acceptable? No. It's very rare to execute pure devotional service. We have to learn from so many mistakes that we have done from the past. Only if we don't commit them again, and then we'll just make advancement. That's why we need guidance. We need directions from higher authorities, from the scriptures, from the Bhagavad Gita, Srimad Bhagavatam, and specifically spiritual master. Now, the spiritual master is not there all the time. The one who gives you diksha. So there are these Siksha gurus instructing spiritual master who will like, hey Prabhuji, I'm sorry, what you're doing is not proper. This is how you do it. They want you to make advancement. We should search for those kind of personalities. Not just chastising you out of false ego, but correcting you to help you to make advancement. That still they are rare. Because most of the times we're just being selfish. We're just like, hey, thinking for myself, or alone, for my benefit. No. Advanced devotees, they think for the benefit of others. We should search for those personalities. And they're very rare. But you will find them. They're available also. Not just like, no. Others are like that. They just want to show, hey, I know better than you. This is what you do. Hey. No, there's a certain way how to do it. Prabhuji, I think you are doing a mistake. This is how you should do it. Something like that. Right? Yes. Anything else? Ek minute. Yes, sir. You.
Maharaj, when we discussed about the time,
When we discuss about the time,
you said time is the impersonal representation of
yes, time I am. Krishna says, the destroyer of everything. Kalos me. It's like when the atomic bomb was released in Hiroshima, Nagasaki. Oppenheimer, he was the inventor of this atomic bomb. And when he saw this mushroom like clouds like rising up in the sky, he quoted this Bhagavad Gita because he reads you see, Bhagavad Gita is not for the Hindus only. It's a universal knowledge. So when he saw that, he says, time I am the destroyer of everything. My hair is standing on end. Yeah, it was in the history. He quoted that. So time is here. We don't see, but we're running after time. Oh, we're running out of time. We're running after the time, and we don't have time. No more time. Especially when you get old. Time is almost over, they will say, right? But it's not over. That means the body will soon be separated from the soul. For the young, they will say, Prabhuji, Maharaj, I have all the time. Right? I'm young, I have all the time. When I get old, I'll be serious. Now, it's okay. I can do it still. I have time. They don't have time. No one has the time. But when you're with Krishna, 24 hours is not enough. When they're doing the rasa dance, Lord Balaram, one night is like one day of Lord Brahma. That is the time that they spent. Or was that Yugayitam nimishena chaksusa pravisayitam. I consider a moment to be like 12 years or more. When they blink their eyes, the gopis, says, they curse Lord Brahma because the time that they blink their eyes, they don't want to have that because they don't want to be separated with Krishna. So that blinking is a moment for them to consider to be like 12 years. And what is 12 years? Is one kalpa. You have time? You don't have time. Oh, we have all the time. It's like Parikshit Maharaj, he, for 7 days, never get tired hearing Harikatha. He knew he doesn't have any more time left, so he wanted to spend. What is the duty of a person who is about to die? That is his main question. But we think that we're going to live forever. And we want to live forever. But not in this body. Not possible. There is a certain time limit. When it's up, you cannot even buy 1 second. It's like rich people, they will tell doctor, whatever you want, I will give it to you. Just give me more time to live. Because I have not done. Oh, I have my daughter. I still have to get her married. I have my son. He still has to finish his being a doctor. Give me, 2-3 more years to live. I'll give you. Doctor, what can he do? He cannot give even 1 second more. Or 1 breath, inhaling or exhaling. Just like it says that we all have a certain amount of breathing in and out of air. And when you're done, let's say 333,004,006, like whatever. It cannot be 1 more. That's it. Once you reach that limit of breathing in and out, that is your quota. That's it. It's like when a person is about to die, he's grasping the breathing is much faster. Time. A lot of music songs also were recorded and entitled Time. You heard?
Yes.
No? Pink Floyd? You never heard Time? That there's a lot of machines, like all of this. But they don't know what is time. They don't know. No, only devotees know what is time. Right? What time is it?
6.
So you know what is time.
6:15.
You know Krishna. You know time, you know Krishna. Yes, sir.
Maharaj, you were speaking about the roads which are in our still to be fructified.
Oh, yes.
So we do
There is some seedling form still there that is still yet to fructify, still yet to come. Due to these seeds actually are products of the sins or the fruitive activities that we have performed in the past. It's still not coming out, but it will come out one day. But you can stop that. You can burn that seed from inside with bhakti. It doesn't have to come out. That can be like burned to the root when you perform pure devotional service, which is very rare. So we have to try. Hope against hope. It's not so easy to attain bhakti. But at the same time, this is our nature. We just don't think. That's why before we do something, we have to think 3 times before we make decision. And one who's in a mode of passion and ignorance, he'll just immediate. And usually the immediate reaction is wrong. Because you're not in the mode of goodness. Those who are in the mode of goodness, before they make decisions, takes time. Sometimes they will ask 2 or 3 devotees, Prabhuji, what do you think? What do you think? What do you think? And that is, who does that? Prabhupada. Prabhupada, he will ask shall we go today or what do you think? Shall we go? Do you think it's a good time to go? Yeah. But no, I know everything. No, this is false ego. A pure devotee, he knows, but still to confirm, and the Paramatma dictates from within, the pure devotee, he will still try to confirm, because Krishna speaks through his devotees. Not just through his devotees, even to, like, in 11th canto, there are different gurus. There are different spiritual masters. We should learn from that. Anything else?
Can I ask one more question?
Yes.
Regarding this answer, you replied to Kadvajan Prabhu.
Mm-hmm. Yes?
If devotion service nullified the reactions,
Mm-hmm.
why my Guru Maharaj suffering?
Huh?
Why my Guru Maharaj suffering?
You don't know. He's not suffering. They're beyond that. Externally, you don't see the soul. You are not seeing the soul. You are seeing externally. That is the problem. The essence is the beauty of the person is not the external. You have a nice makeup or a nice haircut or a beautiful sari or a nice dhoti. No. It's the kindness, the beauty, the compassion, the kindness, the magnanimity of the soul inside. That is more important. Medically, he cannot explain. Your guru is, still with us. We've seen some of our spiritual masters, they're really getting old, they're slowing down, they're not able to even speak properly, continuously, so eloquently, so fluently. But you can tell they're special compared to others who are in the same external condition. They're empty. Okay? The beauty of the person is the soul inside. That is most important. So that's why we have to see that, not look externally. Okay? Yes?
Small question. So when you said that we are actually not body vessel, it's true. But when it is actually not coming in actual, the practical way, it's like we still recognize, I still recognize myself as the body. I mean, after thinking a lot, like many times.
Yeah.
Like many times.
Of course.
It comes.
But we have to act in the soul proper. We have to act in the soul proper. That means all our activities should be dovetailed only to please Hari, Guru and Vaishnavas. If we focus more of ourselves for my enjoyment, then you suffer. It's natural to think, oh yes, I am such and such. I came from Philippines. Then I went to Canada. But then, you have to understand the consequence and know what's going on. Where am I right now? What am I doing here? What am I speaking to? Whom do I, I should value everyone so that I'll be able to contribute to them, to their spiritual progress. This should be your identity. You think, yes, okay, I'm a woman, I'm a man, fine. I'm old, I'm young, fine. But then what is your consciousness? That is more important. Because you cannot separate the body and the soul right now. So it's okay to think, I'm wearing a blue sari today, tomorrow I will wear yellow, and the next day I will wear red. But what is your activities? What is your consciousness? That is more important. Okay? If you think, oh, okay, I'm not this body, I'm not going to eat anymore. I'm not going to take bath anymore because I'm not this body anyway, right? Well, why do I have to take a bath? I'm not this body, I'm spirit soul. But some personalities are like that. But they are transcendental. Who is that? Like Jada Bharat. They are very exalted personalities. We cannot imitate those personalities. We have to follow the norms. We have to adjust because we still have this body. But go beyond. The action should be not in the bodily concept. The action should be in the soul proper of being a devotee of Lord Krishna. That is more important. Okay. Thank you very much. Srila Prabhupada ki. Jai Gaur Premanande. Hari Hari Bo. Devotees from the Philippines, they had a big typhoon there, and some of them, they still don't have electricity.
Whole country, Maharaj?
No, in south.
South.
They get affected very heavily. Yeah. Hare Krishna.